Okay, so for those of you, my loyal subscribers, you may already probably know that I work part-time in the film industry. So with the threat of AI taking over, a lot of people in the industry are quivering in their blunt stones. With tons of studios packing up and closing down, to year-long writers and actors strikes surrounding the issue, compromising everything. I mean, just check out the AI capabilities in generated spoof trailers, just like this one. Up there. No, seriously, check it out. It's worth it. We'll be here waiting for you, and YouTube will hold your place on this video until you get back. Anyway, within the consideration of AI, I decided to upload our Hobo Bushcraft origin story to an AI film generator. Using the click prompt boxes for dynamic and film enthusiast, though you should probably check out our original video on this origin story before you check out the AI one so you can get a grasp on what exactly went on. No, seriously, check it out. It's worth it. We'll be here waiting for you, and YouTube will hold your spot for when you come back. No, we can't go yet. We told everybody we'd wait for them here.
That was your first time seeing it. I hope you enjoyed it. In regards to the AI remix,
What felt a little short and tacky on the stock footage it pulled up, it did voice over a fairly dynamic and well-written story and somehow bribed David Attenborough to read it. In any case, enough chatting about it, and let's get down to having a peek.
He was restless. High school walls felt like a cage, the humdrum routine suffocating. He yearned for open spaces, for the unknown, so he made a choice. He chose the rails. He left behind the textbooks and the classrooms. His classroom became the grain car, the slave engine and the TTX. His teacher, the rhythmic clatter of the train. He was a high school dropout, riding the steel arteries of North America. His name only found scrawled on old rickety train cars now likely faded into the rust. Some have called him irresponsible and reckless, but he wasn't completely unprepared. His father, a Korean War veteran, had taught him survival skills, how to build a fire in the rain, how to find shelter in a storm, how to disappear into the landscape. These lessons became his lifeline. Driven by a thirst for adventure, he traversed the continent. He saw the sun rise over the Great Plains. He felt the spray of the Pacific on his face. He became a ghost, a whisper in the wind, riding the iron serpent towards an uncertain future. The rails provided transport, but survival was his own responsibility. His father's lessons echoed in his ears. Finding food meant scavenging, Oliver twisting and Roerning relying on charisma, inspired nature and his helpfulness to get by, inclusive occasional odd jobs. Each meal was a victory. Shelter was wherever he could find it. He slept under bridges, the concrete offering some protection from the elements. He found refuge on rooftops, gazing at the stars while the city slept below. Fire escapes became temporary havens, metal labyrinths shielding him from the night. Danger lurked around every corner. He encountered other wanderers, some friendly, some not. He learned to trust his instincts, to sense trouble before it found him. He walked a tightrope between freedom and peril, his father's lessons, his safety net. The rails were his harsh teacher, but they taught him resilience, adaptability, and a profound appreciation for the fragility of life. He learned that true freedom came with a price, and he was willing to pay it. He crisscrossed the continent, each city a new experience. He saw the gritty underbelly of urban life, the poverty and despair hidden beneath the glittering facade. He met fellow travelers, each with their own stories of heartbreak and hope. He slept under the neon glow of Las Vegas, the city's energy a stark contrast to the silence of the desert night. He felt the pulse of New York City, a symphony of human endeavor and ambition. He watched the sun set over the Golden Gate Bridge, the vastness of the Pacific filling him with awe. He wasn't just passing through, he was absorbing. He listened to the stories of the people he met. He observed the rhythms of the streets. He began to see the world through the eyes of those society often overlooked. His experiences were shaping him, molding him into something more than just a runaway. He was becoming a student of humanity, his classroom the streets, his teachers the forgotten and the marginalized. He was finding his voice through hard-won survival experience both in the urban and bucolic wilds, a voice that would eventually speak for those who couldn't speak for themselves. Welcome to BC Bushcraft.
Oh my God! I laughed, I cried, it became a part of me. If only half the time I was scrambling for day-old bread out of bakery dumpsters, dodging train yard cameras, and bulls while covered in creosote, I felt as purposeful and dynamic as that video plays it out to be. Don't let the dramatization fool you though. It is one hell of a hard lifestyle. And that steel is incredibly unforgiving. Take it from a middle-aged hobo who lived a quarter of his life on the rails and now spends a quarter of his time physically assisted. If you did enjoy the video, please like, comment, and subscribe for weekly unprecedented bushcraft shenanigans. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Silver screen is also another thing that
Keep him busy.